we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That was a bad day.
And lunch.
PE and
I was really good lunch.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem had O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 77 of Benchwarmers Basement Banter.
It's like lucky too. 2 sevens, right?
It just so happens that I'm the
Love
guy
it.
who uploads everything, and I kind of know where we're at.
Yeah, I guess when you do all the work on that,
Yeah.
it does help pay attention.
But anyways,
We made it here.
We're here.
good.
We are at 77. We
That's
are.
right.
We have made it past 75 somehow. We made it past
We
Woody's
also made it
favorite
past
number.
69. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What a great segue.
Gronk, Spike. There we go. We're having fun, guys.
Well, anyways, I am Stat Guy.
I'm Rogers.
Woody Island. There it is.
I fucking hate you.
Still a thing. Got it. Got him to cuss first minute of the show. There we go.
I hate Woody Island. It doesn't exist. You're not on an island just because you're over there.
It's a horrible place to
The
be.
only islands that we have is when we're picking games.
I'm going to be on a lot more than this year. Actually, I was on a lot last year. I got last.
By a lot.
You brought the team down
I
significantly.
did. Dude, I threw a Hail Mary that last week that got picked and ran back for a tutty. Just like that.
Yeah.
I went opposite everybody else. It did not work. But it's fun. It's fun. That's coming in the
anyways.
fall.
Before we get started, actually talking about what we want to talk about, which we don't even know at this point anymore. All the social media is up top. Right there. Follow us on everything.
Holy
TikTok,
shit, we have new lights.
Facebook.
This is week 3 of the new lights.
I'm used to those little bitty lights. This is great. You just glow so much, buddy. It's hard to stay focused.
This dude is nuts. Like, I don't even understand. We had these lights last week, I know.
I guess we did.
It looked so much better.
I didn't stare at him last week, and I already did this week. So.
Now he's blind. He can't
great.
see shit.
I lost my shades. No.
Alright, anyway,
We're already off the rails.
we need to get this together.
What are we going to talk about sports related, guys?
Okay, first off, I want to talk about the PGA Championship.
How
Because I
about it?
watched it somehow while I was in a tractor Sunday.
Ooh,
That was pretty
multitasking.
awesome.
This auto
Shout out
steer.
to Aaron Malloy for the login.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Shout out to Malloy for the login. Actually, I didn't need it for Sunday.
Shout out to whoever made auto steer, right?
Yes, shout
There
out
we
to the
go.
person who made
Ag
all this
Leader,
shit.
right? Is that yours? Ag Leader? Is that
No,
you guys
it's the CNH actual stuff.
Oh, there we go. Well, hey, still, they're all great. We can watch sports and fun.
Shout out Summer for holding the holding the phone while we were going.
She's a keeper. Right there. There you go.
But as expected, I am now 2 for 2 on picking who wins each major.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Now I picked chalky picks
Yeah.
with
counts.
Rory and Scotty.
Yeah, literally the favorite both times.
Literally the favorite both times, but 2 for 2.
that's why they're the
something.
favorite.
Yeah.
We're good for one seeds in the tournament. Like,
I mean, did you watch it Sunday? You said you
Yeah, I
did,
watched
right?
them this weekend for sure.
Scotty is just inevitable at this point. He is the best golfer in the world. It's bar none. Nobody really. He's Ricky Bobby. Nobody can touch his shit.
I like that.
And it's just it's
Big hairy American winning machine.
That's right.
He's the
Scotty
Texas
does
one
know.
too.
I like that.
I mean, coming down the stretch, going into Sunday, he had a 2 or 3 shot lead, and then he ended up winning by 5 or 6.
He won by 6,
He
yeah.
won by 5. He bogeyed the last one because it didn't matter.
He didn't care.
Yeah, so I think he won by 5. I mean, this guy, there were some stats that come out. He is 28 years old. He has won on the PGA Tour 15 times. And he's got 3 majors now.
He has never lost a tournament where he had a lead after 54 holes.
Also that.
Look at you go.
But
Out of nowhere.
there are 3 people that have won 15 times and 3 majors before turning 28.
Okay. I think I know where you're going with this.
We got Tiger,
Yep.
we got Jack,
The bear. There
and
you go.
Scotty. That's now matched them.
What was Spieth at? Because that was the one that still blows
He
my
didn't
mind.
make
He didn't
it.
win that many of them. Like,
Okay.
He won like a few, like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. And he was
But-
really young too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one I always go back.
I
to.
don't think he got the amount of victories. He just
Yeah.
won majors.
No.
He's won
Yeah.
at 3
Okay.
majors, but
Oh,
he didn't
yeah,
win
that's
the
right,
extra
that's right.
amount of
Yeah, the
times that
victories.
Scotty wins.
Yeah.
And now I think his stats for golf is he's first off the tee, first with his irons, tee to green, first on all that, and he's 19th in putting, which means you can't touch him.
Yeah.
Because if he has a bad putting day, he still finishes top 10. If he has an average putting day, he wins. If he has a good putting day, he blows it out.
Yeah.
And that's what we've seen just happen. I will say it was fun seeing John Rahm in contention. I think.
Yeah, he can't put a whole weekend together. But
No, that shot on 14 that he hit on the drivable par 4, where it bounced right into the bunker instead of left when it should have bounced left.
Yeah.
That kind of made the wheels unravel, I think.
Right, yeah.
I think after that he was just like, okay, well, if that's not going to bounce the way it's going to, fuck it.
Rip it and rip it.
You know, my big take from the tournament is like I would like to see what Tyrell Hatton got as a purse and as a fine.
That would be awesome. We would like
They're
to
very
know that.
comparable
Yes.
numbers.
He's about my favorite golfer.
I know he's on live, but can we get 24/7 every hole Terrell Hatton cam? Because
He's like Happy Gilmore
he might pay
antics.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's somewhere in that line.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah, I mean, he said some words that even I don't really want to say on the show.
We don't want to get banned, so we better not go there.
On live television.
Yes.
That's great, and he knew it. Like that's the cool
I
part.
told
Yeah.
Rogers and Malloy, I was like, I just watched Terrell Hatton hit a 3-wood 260, and he threw the 3-wood. It landed on the green. He had an eagle putt. He still threw the 3-wood.
How much yardage was on that? That's
I don't know. I didn't see that. I was seeing he threw it, and then the announcers was like, "Well, that was pretty good."
I'm just getting warmed up when I really mess up.
I guess I don't know, but yeah, Scotty right now he is, as I said, inevitable. He's the best golfer in the world, and it really feels to me like he's going to stay that way. We've seen the runs of, like you said, Jordan, JT, and Rory, but the thing with Scotty, and I like Scotty, Rogers knows I'm a big Scotty guy, is that he's never out of contention.
No.
Ever.
I mean, he's pretty much a consistent top 2 no matter what. Something that I thought was interesting as well from this weekend was that one of the biggest headlines was that Rory was driving terribly because he had a driver that was out of regulation and basically ruined his whole driving for the tournament. Scotty later shows up and says, I had to change drivers too.
Yes.
His driver was also not up to specs.
Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up because I was actually wanting to talk about it. So, you read my mind, Rogers.
You go. You're on fire tonight.
It was a
Scary place.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing. Don't go
It
there.
was a non-conforming driver.
Yeah.
But what it is basically is that they use these drivers so often that they wear the face out and it becomes hot.
Yeah.
So it's like to the standards of that particular driver, with those two play the same exact driver.
Yeah, and Scotty said that he's been using his for like a year.
Yes.
So he's like, just hadn't been tested. If anything, we should test him more.
Yes. Yeah. So it wasn't
know
like
this is a thing.
Rory was trying to cheat or anything. It's just that he wore it. You wear it out, but it becomes hotter and goes further because of it. Because the face gets thinner.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of interesting. But yes, I wanted to bring that up because it wasn't like Rory was cheating.
How
at
often
all.
do they check them then? Like,
They test 1/3 of the field at every major.
Yes.
So you could go years without actually being tested.
Yeah.
it's random.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it as random as Pat McAfee's drug test from back in the day? I wonder about that one.
How about
Hit the ball 400. Let's check that.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah, no
those,
joke.
Those random drug tests. But yeah, that was very interesting. And but yeah, the main thing was Rory was not cheating. He just did not have a good driving day or weekend.
Happens.
He wasn't really hitting it very well before. They're both using TaylorMade's, the same exact driver, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, driver head. They all have.
Well, he
different
wasn't
specs.
driving well the week before.
No,
either.
he wasn't. Either.
Which I think that his driver actually was non-conforming the week before for that tournament, and then he never got it together.
No.
Yeah.
No. He
I can
made
relate
it.
every time I step to the tee box. I can
Yeah.
He made the cut. That was about it. Also, the boy Bryson was up there. I think he may end up finishing
He
second.
tied second, yeah. There was a four-way tie for
By
second.
the time people fell off with the green mile of 16, 17, 18, which is very, very tough, except for if your name is Scotty Scheffler, apparently. Everyone bogeyed those holes except for Scotty.
Scotty bogeyed the last one.
He bogeyed the last one, but he already had it in the hand. He didn't really care. He
Yeah.
could have 9-putted.
Well, I thought it was cool. My takeaway from it was his kid afterwards. Like,
The
I
kid,
thought that was so
yes,
cool.
that was
He
pretty
gave the kid
cool.
a scorecard too.
Yes,
He didn't have to play
he
with it.
went on dad duty immediately.
Yeah. His kid kept reaching for him, like yelling for him. I was like, that is so cool. Like, as a dad, I can relate to that.
What it was is his wife was like, I don't care if you just won a major. You've been golfing all day.
Yeah.
I don't care that you just won three.
Dad, I can so relate.
I don't care you just won us $3.5 million dollars.
I had this kid, so you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
There it is. Fair point.
Okay,
That's
so Rogers, being that you watch golf, Woody doesn't really know, but do you think this starts Scotty on the path of getting a career Grand Slam? Could you see him getting it?
I mean, he just needs both opens, right?
Yes, U.S. and British.
Yeah, so I mean,
he's halfway there.
Best golfer in the world. He's halfway there, like you
Yeah.
said. That being said, it's extremely tough. Rory's had three of them for like a decade,
Yeah.
I think. So, sure, it's absolutely possible, but it's tough.
definitely tough.
It's tough. So,
And the Open is the British Open, which is now just called the Open. Is such a different style of golf, and then you get some shit weather in there. You might get the wind and the rain and all that crazy crap, and it might not happen, but he's always going to be in contention. So
Yeah.
there's always going to be that chance, which is fun.
for sure.
The U.S. Open, though, does feel like it might even work for Bryson this year again.
Yeah.
Coming
He's
up,
won it twice, hasn't
He's
he?
won it twice,
Yeah.
and they're playing at a course where even Scotty and Grant Horvat's video said it favors long drivers.
Yeah. And Bryson drives the ball long, obviously.
Yeah.
And he actually has been playing pretty good golf.
He is, other than the Open, the British Open last year, he has been top 5 in every major, I think,
Yeah.
in the last year. So I kind of think he probably is the number 2 golfer in the world. He just doesn't get the points because he's on live.
Right.
But the way he's played in the majors and everything else, I kind of think he's deserving of that.
I would agree with that.
So, all right, I think that's probably enough golf talk
I love
now.
it. Go Scotty. That's all I got.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Go
Scotty does now.
Also,
That's
it's
my takeaway.
great that an inmate could turn his life around. So,
That is the same course he got arrested at, isn't it?
no, it's same tournament.
No.
Same tournament.
Same
Same tournament.
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
to the date.
Quite the life turnaround.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
So,
Really
it's
is.
so
There you go.
inspirational.
It is. Yeah.
Guys, parole officers, let him off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny, that video. Didn't they, was it the cop cam or something? They asked him, oh, so you're good
You must
golfer.
be pretty
whatever,
good to be playing.
And he
in
was
this.
real humble, like,
He's like,
yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm all right. I'm just going to go win this thing at $4 million, so sure, you know.
Yeah, I'm all right. I
like the dude, the personality.
I just set the record for most money won on the tour
Yeah,
in a year,
yeah,
but you know.
Yeah. Just, hey, watch on Sunday. You'll see.
Yeah. I still think he might have won that last year if that didn't happen.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. The dude's
Well, when
amazing.
you were in a jail cell 2 hours before your Saturday round,
I'll kind of mess you up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little
Little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right, which one do we want to talk about for playoffs first?
I don't care. We could go hockey, basketball.
Let's go.
Coin.
Hockey? No.
You gonna do
Let's
hockey?
go.
Yeah. Hey, I sit here
Roger's
for
ready
golf.
to
My
leave.
God. The peanut gallery threw his 2 cents
All
in,
right,
so
let's
we
start
go
with
hockey.
All I know for sure is that the Leafs blew it.
You,
The Leafs blew it. They
They did. The Leafs blew it, and the Panthers stomped them. Like that
Yeah.
was the case of, I think, just the better team. I mean, Toronto got into a dogfight, and I don't know, they were a little beagle puppy.
I believe they won the first 2 games, and
They did.
lost 3 straight.
Yeah, and then they shockingly won in Florida. But I have a theory that Florida wanted to lose there so they could. They're a bunch of assholes. They really are. And I love it because like that's just their. I'm not saying they're borderline dirty and just an aggressive team at nature. But I'm gonna tell you what. I think they enjoyed it more going up to Canada, stomping Toronto on their home ice than they would have winning down in
6-1.
Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, if you watched it, like they just the more physical team. They are the best team I've seen of puck possession. They just play keep away. The game was a total domination, and like everybody's going on and on about Toronto. You watched it?
I watched some.
Whoa!
Of this game. I watched some of this game 7. So the first
Look at
period,
you.
Toronto actually looked pretty good. They were in contention.
Well, the first half is all Florida, and then it was all Toronto. The second half, the first period.
Yeah.
It was two like
so the
different
first
games.
period,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that looked good.
Yeah.
In the second period,
What
it
happened?
was just
Yeah.
oh my.
Yeah, they put it on a clinic.
stomping.
They
Like,
did. They did. Physicality wins it. They wore Toronto down, and like I said, the puck possession. Like I don't care if you've got Austin Matthews, Marner, all those guys. If you don't have the puck, you're not going to score. That's simple. Florida just kept it away, and I mean, this is playoff hockey. Like they are built for playoff hockey. They're physical. They're big. Like they just keep hitting you. They have a solid goalie. I mean, they have all the ingredients there.
Yeah.
They went down 2-0. I was like, I wish I'd put some money on it. I was like, then when game 3 into overtime, I was like, man, if they'd lost that, ooh. But they've been here before.
They've been here lots of times at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'm kicking myself because going into the playoffs, if I knew that Kachuk could be back, Bennett be back, all these guys back and healthy, like a lot of times you see them come back, but there's rust.
Chuck didn't have a very good series though. Like
That's the great thing about them. He doesn't have to.
No.
Yeah.
They're so deep. Like they are. Everybody else scores, and he's still like he's that pain in the ass. Like he's got in Matthews' head. And if you can cancel him out, like you saw Matthews was, just getting chirpy with him and not playing his game.
Do you think that Matthews maybe still be slightly injured as well?
I don't know, possibility. I don't know because he's never really taken that next step in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's always been great in the regular season
So-
and faltered.
Are they going to blow it up?
I think it's a possibility. I really do.
Mitch
I think he's
Mayer
going.
is a
Marner's
free agent,
going.
right?
Yeah, yep, he is.
Marner, yeah.
The thing of it is, they already defensively they got some bigger guys. Like they've already started adapting that team to Berube style.
Mm-hmm.
Marner doesn't really fit that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but Berube, we saw in St. Louis what he does, what he coaches. Like I'm gonna say this is a case of like the corny retool and stuff. Like I don't think they totally blow it up, but you're gonna see some big names gone. You're gonna see some lesser names come in, and I think they're gonna be fine. Like it sucks
One
as
thing for
Leafs
sure,
fan.
Austin Matthews isn't going anywhere.
No, he's not.
No.
He's not. No, you've attached your hitch to that wagon for a while.
Yeah.
But I guess I wasn't surprised in that series, and like I'm not picking against Florida like the rest of the way.
No.
Like so this is later. Game 1's already been played, so it's like, oh yeah, no shit, Woody.
Yeah. yeah.
They won Game 1, big.
This would be a repeat for them if they won, right?
Yes, it
Yes.
would be. It would be, and I do think. Not to spoil everything, I think Dallas has a shot against them the way they match up.
Yeah.
But I'm not going against it. I mean, I want to see the champ beat before I go against them.
Yeah.
Like
So you
they're-
think the winner of that series is your champion?
Well, I think honestly it's gonna be Florida and Dallas.
Yeah.
I do. They're playing Carolina right
Okay,
now.
gotcha.
So and nothing against the
One of those
Hurricanes.
sweet
Yeah,
states,
you were sort of close.
Well, you've already picked against the Oilers in the second round.
I did, and McJesus made me look bad. He did.
Then you're going
But
again?
Yeah.
I will say I was 500 this last round, but the two teams that I felt most confident in won. I'm going to go against them
Only one
again.
Canadian
I am
team won,
because
huh?
of goaltending. That's why. Jake Ottinger's amazing. On the Western Conference side, like for the East officially, I'm on Florida.
Yep.
We saw game 1.
What did you
like-
think about the slap shot into Brad Marchand, the rat?
Oh, he's a total rat.
Yeah,
He's a
but did
total
you see
D-bag.
the slap shot from
Which one is that? No.
where the Hurricane guy wasn't anywhere close to the freaking goal?
No.
He just slap shot into Marchand's
not-
ribs.
Oh, into his ribs?
Yeah, it started a
Nice.
big old fight.
Dude, I would love to do that. Like, I can't stand Marchand. Like I'm telling you, this Florida team, it's easy to hate.
Yeah.
Marchand going there, I was like, dude, it's a perfect fit. Like he's a total asshole. As a Blues fan, I can stand 19. I was like, hey, we'll lose a game to take him out. I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you what, the guy knows how to win the playoffs.
Yeah.
This is this team. Like they're built for this.
They are built
And
for it.
They love being an asshole too. Like I was saying, I know they didn't purposely lose Game 6 at home. I was joking, everybody. I get that, but I know a part of them going up to
Like,
Canada.
yeah, I
people,
know.
like, let's do it. Yeah, and it was short rest. So like, hey, we've been here, done this. Like
So this is like the '90s Knicks sort of situation where they're just kind of like the bad boys.
sort of. I was thinking Detroit, the Pistons. Like
That's
the
not
bad
man.
boys.
Did I say
Yeah,
Knicks?
you said
Yeah,
that.
I meant
yeah,
Pistons.
but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of, and they're proud of it. They really
Yeah.
are. But and they are a very skilled team. Like people get past the asshole fact, they're very good.
Yeah.
They're very good. On the Western side, I am on Dallas. It would not surprise me at all if the Oilers. I mean, if you've Connor McJesus.
You have Connor McJesus, you can
chance.
always win. You got to believe in Connor McJesus.
Yeah, and Drysdale. Like,
And Drysdale,
he's got a pretty good disciple there.
Yeah,
You know,
he does. He
like,
does.
I mean, they've got the star power, top end. Yeah, they've got it. But Dallas is so deep. They're another team, damn it. If I'd have known they were going to be healthy too. Like, they got past that first round. They got their big D-man back. Rantanen's been like another level. Ottinger.
It's almost like this is a strategy for
Yeah.
hockey sometimes.
Yeah, it
huh?
really is. It really is. It's like.
I remember a lot of people bitching about the Panthers last year.
Yes, exactly.
when they did that.
But Dallas went in, though. They've lost 7 in a row and were beat up. And, like, that's why I picked against them in the first round. Like, I think I told you, I was like, if the playoffs would have started a month ago, like, Florida-Dallas would have been my pick. Like, it wasn't official, so it doesn't count.
And we're
But,
back.
yeah, I know. We're back. It's like that Conor McGregor. Not surprised, motherfucker. Not surprised. This is Diaz. Yeah. I love that. Not surprised. Like, Dallas, why I'm picking them, I said, I think their defense is better, and Ottinger. He is on fire in net. As far as I'm concerned, I think Skinner is starting for Edmonton, and you just throw some pucks on net, buddy, and see what happens. Like, I'm going to go with the hot goalie in that series.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. So, Dallas, Florida, I can't go against the champs. I'm going to go Florida as of now.
Rogers,
So,
do you have an unofficial non-hockey guy pick?
sir, I love it.
USA.
There you go.
Oilers.
Oh, anyone but the Oilers.
Okay, yeah, I like
Okay,
that.
so
So,
you're-
hey, we're on the same page. There we go.
You're
Yeah,
riding
that's it.
the
Merc.
Dallas, Florida.
He's like, whatever
Sure.
gets Canada out, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, Oilers are the only team from Canada that left, right?
Yes.
Correct.
I'm still riding Connor McDavid.
I can't. Yeah, I
I
get
still
that.
pick him, and I'll go Florida there, of course, because
Yeah.
I think they're the best team left, and it's going to take a lot to beat them.
It would take like McDavid, I mean Superman level, and then some. It really would to beat him, but you know anything can happen. And if you've got the blessed plenty of ice, roll the dice.
Yes.
So that's where we're at.
Uh,
You're probably Florida, you think? So
yeah, I
we're-
think Florida, for sure.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah. It's
Go.
boring, but it's hard to go against it.
It
so.
is. Give to Matthew Tkachuk another.
That is the
ring.
cool part of it. And I hate the hate, which I am, yes, biased, but the hate toward the Kachuk brothers, like, I could see it, but they just play a hard game.
Yes.
Like they do,
Yeah.
and they get in, the competition's heads, like they play winning hockey. Guess what? Big Walt's their dad. They've grown up
Yes.
around this game. Nothing bothers them.
No.
Kachuk played the finals a couple years ago with literally broken ribs. Like, still was out
No,
there.
it was. They had to get him up
Yes.
and stand him up on skates and just push him out.
They don't pick him up, put him on the ice. Yeah, like this guy's a gamer.
Yeah.
Like, I respect that. I really do. So that's where we're at here. Switch over to basketball. Get you back
Okay,
off
well,
the bench
woo.
and in.
All right. Well,
Hey, I talked.
You did great.
He did
Yeah,
great.
You did.
All right.
I am impressed.
We're now to the conference finals for both sides
Yes.
for the NBA
Yeah.
as well.
so first off, all the hate we got on TikTok.
Ooh!
Suck it. Acting like the Nuggets had no chance against the Thunder, and that went to Game 7.
Yes.
They had
They
to
were
feel-
winning in the first half.
They were winning in
Second
the
half
first
went very
half.
poorly.
Joker
Feels
ran out.
like
The
we
team
were
ran out,
pretty
I
close.
guess. Yeah.
Now, you two did not listen to me on the Pacers,
No, I did
which
not.
was your own damn fault.
I told you my gut. I was like, man, kind of feel it in Indiana.
It's all right. The
But I
Knicks are going
did.
to take care of it.
Right now, it's a very close game.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm
went,
with you now, though.
I went 50-50 on those just because of the Nuggets and really
I think I was on the
Tatum.
Thunder. Yeah.
Tatum's Achilles injury, I think, played a big part.
If anybody had seriously the Pacers and the Knicks, like that being the series, then I'm going to turn my bank account over to you for sports betting and have at it. Like, well,
Apparently my dryer went off.
His dryer is done. Jesus.
All right. Well, we got clothes done too, and the Celtics are done. So there we go. But seriously, like, anybody see that coming?
don't think so.
Both, like, you'd see one upset maybe, but both. Like,
Now, I will say, the Pacers since January have the best record in the NBA.
Okay.
Nobody
that.
gave them that credit. Nobody gives
It's
a
true.
crap about the Pacers, apparently, for that credit of, hey, they've been the best team since January. That should mean something.
it's that Midwest look over. Seriously.
They were injured at the beginning of the year. They were pretty
Yeah.
injured. And I think people overlooked them, wrote them off because of that.
Now everyone else they're playing is injured.
Now, also,
You can only play who's
somewhat, but you can't help it.
Yeah.
They're still here. They have the.
Just seems to me they made it one round farther this year, but it's the same story.
No, they
made
made
it
it.
here
No,
last
they made
year.
it here last
Okay,
year.
then never mind. This is the same storyline we had with this Pacers last playoff.
But they're better.
They are a little bit better team than they were last
Who
year.
was injured on the Cavs?
Last year didn't Mitchell miss?
Who was injured on the Cavs this year?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's what he's saying. This year, that last year they kind of lucked into
I don't-
injuries.
yeah.
This year, I don't think they.
Yeah,
have.
that's what I mean.
I
a
think that's
little
what
bit
he
with
meant.
the Tatum thing is what I'm getting at.
Oh,
But that was the Knicks. They beat them.
Not Tatum. Sorry.
you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
The
It's all right.
Bucks.
It's coming around.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Bucks
Dame.
ain't that great
Yeah.
anyway. Sorry, Owen.
Sorry, buddy. Man, if Giannis, we might not be here because Owen might just take everybody out if Giannis. I don't know. It's gonna be bad.
See, the G is silent.
It's Giannis.
Giannis, sorry. I missed
Mr. Woody, that really mispronounces a lot of names.
that. I really do.
A lot. And the AI hates him.
The Greek freak.
There you go.
I'm pretty
Call
sure
that.
the G in Greek is there, right?
Nailed it.
Thank you. Okay.
Right.
The Yeek Freak.
The Yeek freak.
Yeah. So back to this. Where we at on? We got.
I got Knicks in 6.
Really.
I got Pacers.
I'm with you. Yep. I'm on.
I got Pacers in 6.
And in my little bit of analysis on it, which is not very deep, but the pace of play. Do you think the Pacers pace, huh? They can get out and push them? Seriously, because they run fast.
They do run fast.
They're deeper.
They're a lot
They are
deeper. They're a lot deeper, and I
But
think
Thibodeau also just, those guys are conditioned to play shallow.
Yeah, that'll break their knees. Yeah.
Or break their knees, which they made it this
but
far.
you're
before
there.
break their knees.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily worried about the depth of the Knicks because of that reason.
That's fair. That's fair.
They're conditioned all year to play all game
Yeah.
because that's what Thibodeau does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I
Knicks-
can see the series going either way, I
Yeah.
guess. But, I mean, game one's going to be a huge thing. But we'll see.
it's 62-69 at
I think
halftime.
the Knicks are a better team.
All right. I think they are
I think
better
that-
starting
to Alex-
five.
To Alex's point,
Yeah.
I think the Pacers are playing better basketball right
Yes.
now. But I think
Yeah.
the Knicks are a better team.
That makes sense.
The Knicks have the more star power
Yeah.
and the better players, although I think Tyrese should not be overrated.
I still
Well, I
don't
wouldn't say he's overrated.
Well,
but
I wasn't saying. I was saying
America
for that,
did, not you. You're
and
good.
then the people on TikTok that was like losing their minds because we said it because
yeah.
that was voted on by the NBA.
Oh yeah, we've got to clear that up. Some of the stuff we pass on is not our opinion. Like with the what was the running back deal that we were talking about. I was like, oh dear
The
God.
comparisons with Gianti to
Sports Illustrated said it, not us.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. So his ceilings or his floors are Hall of Famers. Freaking ESPN or Sports Illustrated said it.
We just said we think it's going to be very good. That's
We're
all we
passing
said.
on things. Jesus.
But that is what it is. But yeah, I think I really both these series I have really went back and forth on. I guess this one maybe it's more gut, but the Pacers. You said they've been so hot.
they have.
The way they play.
They've been the best team in basketball for a couple months now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Pacers in 6 too. Like get
Okay.
home in Indiana. I think they steal one of these first two in New York. It's kind of where I'm going. But I'm
You think about
not
it,
sure basketball.
Brunson has been clutch, but Tyrese
Yeah.
has been clutch as well.
Yeah.
With all those
Yeah.
game winners he's had too. They didn't really
Miles
need it.
Turner's been very, very
Miles
good.
Turner's very underrated.
That's the difference in me. I think that while Miles Turner has been playing out of his mind and playing very good basketball, I still don't think he keeps up with
Cap.
Yeah.
And I think that the better tandem is definitely Brunson and Cat over
can see that.
Tyrese and Turner.
Yeah. I think
Although this
offensively-
past couple weeks, it's been closer than it
Yeah.
normally would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turner's been very good in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think Cat's too much of a defensive liability? Like, think it'd be fine there? Or is he's...
No, when your big man can score 30, 35,
Oh, that
it's
does
not
help.
that big of a
Yeah,
deal.
that does
Yeah.
help.
But yeah, I just think that that's a better top two, and I think
That's fair.
that
That's
the
fair.
Knicks, while they are not as deep, their starting five is much stronger.
I would agree with that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
So this was a tough one. Really was.
It's a team basketball. Because I think Pacers play very good team basketball.
I think the continuity.
Yeah,
Like, that's-
versus
they
the
really-
Knicks and their
A lot
star
of this
power.
Knicks team was just cobbled together in the last year or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Brunson is like the veteran of the team, and he's only been around for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, they kind of overhauled it last year after making it to, about the same level. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, that other piece of that trade is also in the conference
That would be
finals
cool.
on the
Yeah,
other
I mean,
end.
So what are we thinking there? Yeah.
I don't think they have a chance, even though God, I want them to. I would
Yeah.
love a Wolves Pacers finals. Would be so fun. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think it would. I don't think they have anything
I think-
unless Ant goes nuclear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ant will have to put the team on his back.
I do believe he can.
He's pissed off at him
Yes.
right now. It seems like after
Yes,
game one.
But
Like,
in my opinion, I think that Thunder's team is just too good.
they're so deep.
I thought the
and-
Nuggets were the only team that had a chance of doing it.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
tend to agree.
And
Because they had the best player in the
Correct.
league. That's what I thought. I, thought
They-
the-
SGA just won MVP today.
Yes.
I don't care. I'm still going Jokic.
Nuggets had decent amount of depth to keep up with. the
Yeah,
Thunder
yeah.
as well.
And it hurt the Aaron Gordon injury.
I think
Like,
other
they
than
had,
points per game, Jokic was better in literally every
Yeah.
statistical category, and it wasn't that far on points per game.
No.
No,
No.
it wasn't. I just think he's the best player. Like,
Yeah,
don't care
I
about
would
MVP.
agree.
I think that what happened here is he got LeBron.
I see what
he
you're
could
saying,
win the
like, he's won
MVP
it
every
Yeah.
single year.
Yeah.
And they're
I
like,
agree
oh,
with
let's
you.
switch it up.
Yeah,
Almost
just a new face.
Almost Albert Pujols too. I
Yeah,
feel like kind
went
of
through
same
that.
kind of thing. Yeah.
You see that? Well, honestly, even for Pujols bonds, you know,
Yeah.
that's what he was going through. Like, you see that. It's a thing. But yeah, the Thunder are so good defensively. Like Game 7, you guys probably watching with me, but did they not like lock down the second half?
Oh yeah.
and
No, I was
just-
watching golf.
I think that the Nuggets scored
track train.
89 points.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
So
I mean,
the whole-
that's some 90s numbers, man.
Yeah, it is.
Thunder are the best defensive team
That's
left.
what I think.
But they're also great scorers.
They're great scorers.
They're a great team.
But
That's
you
how they
think,
get there.
think about it. They have great length everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere.
Yeah.
And they have Hartenstein and Chet in the middle, and then the other three guys, Williams and SGA and...
So this is the Thunder team. Thunder's amazing at drafting, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
They're amazing at team
This is
building
the team
with
that
the
they
picks.
should have had 10 years ago when they had Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. And then they kind of collapsed that team before it really got to materialize.
And it's more because Harden wanted to be...
That was it.
you know,
Harden
Hart-
kind of sort of forced his way
Now
out.
we understand why he
Yeah.
or how he is
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
basketball player.
Yeah, I really do.
But yeah, Harden wanted his way out, and they kind of chose...
He's done that in a few places now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then they had Perk, they had Ibaka,
Ibaka, I loved him.
they
too.
had Harden, they had Russ, and they had KD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the year they made the finals against the Heat, right?
Yes.
Like in, I think, lost 4-1.
And it was like a year before everyone thought they should.
Yeah.
And then they still
Yeah.
did, but
I think this team might have more staying power, really.
Oh, yeah.
they still
And the
have top
depth.
10 picks.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they are still very young. Like
So young.
No
Whoever-
one on a team other than Hardenstein is really very old at all. And Hardenstein's not like old or anything.
No, he's like 27.
Yeah.
Whoever their GM is like the Howie Roseman of football to me. You know,
It's even, I think it's even worse because
Yeah,
the
he's
amount
like
of
that.
picks that they still have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It is.
Because they have...
It's like 90s Cowboys territory. We're good and we got all the picks.
Except owner's not a dick, so there we go. I don't think so. But no, I think I actually.
So they
thought
have
too-
number 15 and number
that's
24 for next year.
We're gonna keep this
they got
going.
2 picks right outside of the lottery.
They have 2 in 2026.
Okay.
Sorry, 3 in 2026 in the first round. Their own, 1 from Philadelphia and 1 from Utah.
Oh my! Those will be high picks, right? Probably into
Utah's for sure. Philadelphia,
They
I mean,
might
they're still
be,
a fringe
yeah.
playoff team.
In 2027,
interesting.
they have 2 first-round picks. Well, it says
they're
OKC
set. They're
has the
set.
right to swap its 2027 first-round pick, or if conveyed to OKC Denver's 2027 first-round pick for selections 1 through 5. So that one is... That's a little bit different for the LA Clippers first-round pick. So
So how does one win a title and have
that's
these picks? Because he's
because-
really freaking smart.
Oh, they're in the
There you
same
go.
driver's seat the Eagles are in right now.
because the Paul George trade.
Yep. So, and I actually thought that them getting pushed
They
to
have 2
Game
picks
7,
in 2029. Why do they have 2
Why
first-round
are they
picks?
so good at this? I thought that helped them actually having to go to a Game 7, like getting battle tested in a series. Like, I mean, they got pushed. They did. They're young. I'm not worried about the rest. We just said they're all under like 26. I'm not worried about the rest. They can run all day. Like,
Yeah.
I think that was great for them to have to get tested, go 7 games. Like, I like these guys going forward. I really do.
Actually, if anything, I think that was a beneficial
Yeah, I do
series
too.
for the
I do
team.
too. I really do.
Let's be honest. If they don't win this year, they're still kind of early, and they could still almost...
See, I thought that
could be a
about last
dynasty.
year. I think this year that they're aptly set up to do.
Probably.
Yeah, they are.
But we could be looking at a damn dynasty.
We could be.
Oh, for sure.
Now, if they can keep everybody, it's
The thing
a
is,
different
with
thing.
NBA, it's tough to do that.
It's tough to keep
because
everybody.
You have to have people that are willing to not take supermax contracts.
Yes.
Because that's kind of what they had going on with the Warriors that have been so good for so long. Is like, Draymond's not a guy that's going to get a supermax contract, but he's a guy that will absolutely win you a championship.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily believe that the Thunder have that sort of setup because
No.
all of their guys are guys that are like
Guys.
they need to get paid.
They're guys.
Yeah. And they're in the attraction to
They
go
don't
play in
have a
Oklahoma
Draymond,
City.
the guy that has a huge part on a team, but he's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. Like an Alex Caruso type player that can do stuff like that. Like
They do have Alex Caruso.
they do.
They have
But
Alex Caruso.
they don't have 5 years ago Alex Caruso.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
But, for this year, I like where they're at. I'm going with them.
I could see them.
We'll say the T-Wolves.
I could say 2 or 3 years they could do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because a lot of those guys, they still have 2 or 3 more years before they have to pay them.
Yeah, exactly.
So where are we going with this officially? Like, are we all on the
Done.
Thunder?
I think we're all.
There we
Thunder.
go. I like it.
Even though I
Jump
love,
aboard, man.
I love Ant so much.
I agree.
Well,
but
and
I
their
think the Thunder's
interior
just
is
10
pretty
shoulders
solid,
better
like-
against
I think
everyone.
that it's might go 6 games. I could see the T-Wolves not just,
I think
getting all
Ant
better.
will will them to a couple wins.
I was waiting for. Are you going to the gentleman sweep here? You love that?
I love
Are we
the
going one more?
gentleman sweep here.
You do. That's your alley.
I just want Ant to dunk on somebody's face,
Probably
which he's
half.
very good at.
Yeah.
He has
I think
some.
Chet-
He has some of the
Pretty cool.
best poster dunks of all time.
He's right
Yeah.
up there with John Morant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why those 2 are like my 2 favorite players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do respect Ant's game.
So we got
on the Thunder.
we
and,
got Thunder and
Split decision Pacers.
split
There we
decision
go.
Pacers.
Yeah,
So who we think they'll win out of that?
Oh, I
I'm
thought
still
they were-
Thunder.
I'm going Thunder.
I'm
Yeah,
Thunder
I think
all
they're the
the
best
way.
team in the NBA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I agree.
agree. I would. Pacers would just be happy to make it there.
Yeah.
To be fair, I still think that the Celtics are the best team in the NBA, but the Knicks had an answer for them,
And Tatum.
then
Yeah.
Tatum went down. But I
Went
think the
down.
Knicks were probably going to win that series anyway.
I don't know. I really.
They were already going to win that game that Tatum went down.
That's fair.
Put 'em up
I'll give you
3-1.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game 6 would have been a lot more competitive. I'll tell
Yes,
you that much.
yes,
Oh
for
well,
sure.
I don't know because I mean, yes, I stand by that. But Jaylen Brown also, what do you have? Meniscus was torn
Yeah.
meniscus, so he wasn't right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Knicks may have still took it.
And
They may have
for
took it.
Porzingis,
Well, that
is
just-
apparently a little bit winded all the time.
Yeah.
Porzingis might have something serious wrong with him. I don't know
Well,
what's
what do
going
they do
on.
with
They can't figure it out, which is scary.
Yeah.
And I just hope Porzingis gets healthy
Yeah.
because
We haven't
like
seen it much, for sure.
whatever he has going on right now sounds scary.
Yeah, like he had to legitimately be pulled out of games because he couldn't breathe
Yeah.
like, at all.
And this has been going on for like
Well,
3 months.
Kind of
Yeah.
reminds me, Jonathan Tays with the Blackhawks, which I hate the Blackhawks, but I will say I don't want anyone to lose their career because after
Yeah.
COVID he couldn't come back. Like he just couldn't get respiratory right, and he had to retire early. Which if we would have smashed him into the boards, he'd retire. But I hate it so medically. No, I don't want anybody to get hurt after retire early. Like you hate that, but it does happen to highly conditioned athletes too. Like it's crazy. So get
It
well,
does.
buddy.
Yeah, hopefully the unicorn gets healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. And we're on the Thunder. Go Thunder.
Go
Go
Thunder.
Thunder. So we got Thunder and Panthers winning these titles.
Yeah. Wow. I like it.
Don't know if we're right. We're probably going to be wrong. And
We're
people
putting
are
$5 on that, isn't it?
and people are probably going to flame us for our takes on TikTok, especially on the NBA, because that is the most toxic place.
Oh, it really is.
Okay.
Ever.
As long as you subscribe. Like,
They didn't do that. They
Oh,
Some
then-
of them do. Come on.
Then what an ass. Come on, man. It's fine. We like all you guys. We're good. So,
So all
any
right,
other thoughts?
that's been episode 77. A little update on playoffs and PGA
Playoffs.
Championship talk. Every single time.
Playoffs.
How about practice?
And practice. Not a game.
Not a game.
We're talking about games.
We're not talking about a game. Not talking about a game. We're talking about practice. All right, that's been episode 77 of Benchwarmers Basement Banter. Please keep following us on everything, getting our watch hours up,
All of you.
trying to get more subs. We're at 1,539 subs. Want to keep that
Funny
number
stat,
getting
yeah.
up.
Here we go.
We're still like halfway on watch hours, even though they've kind of started taking some away.
Yeah.
I know what's happening there, but that happens. But anyways, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join the Discord, tell Rogers that his hat looks stupid or something, I don't know.
Pretty solid today. Pretty solid. I like it. Yeah.
But make sure to give us a follow, and we will see you next time. Woody?
All right. Stay